Welcome to the room tour. It's not as extravagant as some out there, but it's just some items my identical twin brother and I have collected over the years, which happen to inspire us in our own creative endeavors as well. Such as this book my brother got published. It's a science fiction slice of life story. I'll link it in the description if anybody's interested. I'll slowly pan back and start with the wall scrolls. I'm new at this, so I hope I do okay. I'll try to move slow to not shake things too much. Now I'll pan back and start with the die-cast section. These were mostly gifts over the years, and I have some hidden back there. I apologize for that, but I really like how it says Adult Collector proudly on the packaging, giving that sense of permission. Now I'll bring it down here. I have some Atari Lynx boxes adorning the wall. It was a really interesting system because it wasn't much newer than the original Game Boy, but it had a color screen and was very advanced in a lot of ways. Had some good titles too. Some Game of Thrones figures, a Torchwood hidden back there, and some Motu figures for old time's sake. And again, I really like how it says Adult Collector in the bottom right there. And here's some Blade Runner figures by NECA, and those two also say ages 17 and up on it. Here is a Weta Mini Epic Gandalf and some Transformers, like those ones recreating the original 80s ones back there. And some Capcom versus SNK 2 figures at the end there. And here is a Ghost in the Shell manga print. I always wanted a Polystone statue, so Weta Workshop makes some really good ones, like these Lord of the Rings ones, for example. Here's some Lord of the Rings pops in the middle, Blade Runner horse in front, and my brother has some Polystone statues as well. Gollum and Hup from Dark Crystal Age of Resistance. Now this wall is mostly anime and video game items, like this Figuarts Zero figure and a Chibi Arts, which was sort of Bandai's version of an Android some years back. Here's some more Figuarts Zero, which are non-articulated versions of their regular SH Figuarts line. Figma, here, this one articulates. And now I have some Nendroids, Steins Gate, Attack on Titan, Mega Man 11, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, Riza there with a cute puppy accessory, Full Metal Panic, Yu Yu Hakusho, Spice and Wolf, and a Kirby there. Kirby is interesting because he uses magnets for his limbs and hats, and he comes with a lot of faceplates and different accessories for his copy abilities from the games. I would have liked if they would have included a vintage faceplate also, because his look changed around the time the Nintendo 64 version came out, and it would have been neat to see a vintage faceplate showing how he looked like during the original Game Boy versions or the Super Nintendo Kirby Superstar, for example. Here's a die-cast metal Tachikoma from Ghost in the Shell Standalone Complex, and this version is yellow, which is only seen in episode 25. So I really wanted that one. On the wall is a metal Street Fighter figurine, and here is a Fruits Basket keychain from the original 2001 series. And here is a Full Metal Panic Second Raid keychain. Now I'll go back down to the ledge here, and here is a Chibi Masters Sailor Moon and some Modica items from Bon Presto. And here are some Diamond Select figures for Castlevania, the Netflix series. And this is a Dark Horse magnet set with some nice vintage artwork from the original Symphony of the Night video game. And up there is a Evangelion Nerve keychain, a Cowboy Bebop print, and a figure for Mega Man, the Leaf Shield version from Mega Man 2 for NES. Here is a Haro model kit and some plushies. This is Kirby in his Squeak Squad animal outfit. And at the end, a pudding from Super Neptunia RPG, I think it was called, from this deluxe set that my brother got for PS4. And here are some Funko Pops. Yu Yu Hakusho, the original Evangelion, the original Fullmetal Alchemist, and Host Club, which is a really funny anime. I highly recommend it. Shantae, some Death Note, some Cowboy Bebop, Jill Valentine, Hanji, Attack on Titan, and some Castlevania ones. Here are some video game and anime soundtracks. Monica there, Legacy of Ease, and this one's for the Netflix series Dark. Here's some more video game ones there. This wall area is more the 70s, 80s influence items. This is an official print of the Atari 2600 game Centipede, and this one is for Yar's Revenge. This poster is a vintage print from an X-Men comic. And these figures intentionally recreate the simpler style of 70s figures, like low articulation and more minimal paint and sculpting detailing. Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, which is sort of like reaction figures. This one is a reaction figure for the original movie. This one as well, Dark Crystal. And these Star Wars figures are recreating the original 80s figures, but with improved articulation, paintwork, and sculpting. And I really like how they include the original packaging from the original 80s figures. I really like the Gamorrean Guard figure the best. Very well done. And on top there's a few Black Series figures. And here's the anime shelf. The Nano Block Guile in front. I'll try to pan slow so you can see the selections here. K-On! At the end, that's a really funny one too. This shelf is mostly British comedy and classic sci-fi and things like that. Some Outer Limits. The Prisoner, really neat 60s series, which the end credits theme is also my ringtone. And this is manga and graphic novels mostly, some audiobooks, some DC Vertigo, some vintage reprints, and some Calvin and Hobbes at the end. This shelf is just some regular books. Dark Crystal novel is cool. I have some streamed audiobooks too, like Jonathan Strange and Mr. Normal. And some non-nerdy books here thrown in just for good measure, like Spoon River Anthology, which is a really neat poetry book. And some role-playing books here for the End of the World series. And a Super Mario 3 poster. And a 3D Castlevania display showing the 5th boss. If anyone was good enough to get that far, you know how traumatic that battle can be. And some Micro Machines for Babylon 5. That pretty much concludes the room tour. Thanks everyone for participating with me. And again, if anyone is interested in my brother's book, I'll link it in the description below. Thanks again, and I hope it was fun to watch as it was for me to make. Thanks again, everyone, for joining me. I hope you all have a great day.